From 1844, steamers would come up from Balloch itself, head up along the various stops on the way, stop at Ardluy, and they would then travel up through the canal itself, turn at the Garbold Basin, and then come back again for their return journey. There was a lot of competition between the different steamboat owners, and a number would continue to use the River Balloch itself, running up to the old quay at Garbold near Inverarnan Inn. No doubt there were some fees for using the canal. The Inverarnan Canal was very short. It was only 485 metres. Didn't have any locks on it at all. There's this row of trees here. That's the bank of the canal to the right. The canal's surprisingly wide. There are some references to there having been bricks used in the construction of the banks, so there's no obvious sign of it here. The Garbold Basin. Garbold is the name of an old, now vanished house, and they seem to refer to the canal basin as the Garbold New Quay, and on the river Balloch was the Garbold Old Quay. Sometime between 1866 and 1870 seems to be the last formal timetabled journeys up the Inverarnan Canal, but it would be entirely possible for ships to continue using it. Even today, apart from the occasional tree, it would be possible to quickly restore the canal. There is the story of a group of people interested in canals who came up here, or tried to get up in their canoes. They had a great difficulty because of the trees that had fallen across. These trees do seem to have been deliberately planted. They're mostly oaks. The canal derives its water entirely from the loch. The bund on the other side may be some of the materials at least dug out from the canal when it was constructed, because the northern bank has definitely got a raised bund running along, whilst the southern or eastern bank doesn't. Here's the basin, so where it joins the almost straight canal, running down towards the confluence with the Balloch, and the width of the bund here suggests that all the materials removed from the canals during construction were placed here. The site of the old Inverarnan Canal basin. The Inverarnan itself, the burn, has cut through into this basin, therefore it's been filled up with all this shingle, stones and so on. There used to be a small jetty here for the passengers to get off the steamers. There was enough room for the steamers to turn around. And at one point they even started building a dry dock here for the steamers on the loch to come for repairs, etc. But that was abandoned part of the way through. The Inverarnan burn seems to change direction, change course. A number of concrete blocks and large stones lying around, suggesting this area here was where there was a dam or a weir holding back the waters. Maybe this is where the sluice was, that allowed water to run into the basin if the basin was low. And here's the bund that continues all the way down to the River Balloch on the northern side.